Former owner of the Source magazine talks about why the Source magazine was actually created, and he's actually talking about it was, created out of artists being stiffed at the Grammy Awards. I'm gonna play a little bit of what Benzino said, and then I'll be back on the back of my commentary. Let's roll the tape. Hit the thumbs up button too.
um, about the Grammys, right? The reason we made the Source Awards, right? The reason I came up with the Source Awards was because the Grammys wasn't giving hip hop respect at all. Okay? Now, this been going on for forever. It hasn't changed. It's funny to see the artists get mad about if they don't win because the Grammys been fucking niggas over for years. And the bottom line is, it's not gonna stop happening now. No disrespect to Killer Mike, but all three, they do things on purpose to piss hip hop off, and they've been doing it.
Next time, Zeno, get into a spot where you're not on the elevator and move, and get into a stationary spot where the signal was great because I think it was going to be some great content you were creating. But I'm going to add on to it. I got you, right? He said, but all three. He was talking about Killer Mike, but all three. Now, I'm not going to, hey, I'm happy for Killer Mike. I'm not even going to deal with that aspect. And if you don't know, Killer Mike was arrested. Check on that video too as well. That's the video, a couple videos before this one. Now, look, I was talking about on the video I did before this one, that was actually a Meek Mill video. I was talking about the Source Awards, and at one time, the Source Awards, I'm not going to say rivaling the Grammys, but it was something that we had for our own. Even though we knew that, okay, at the Source at the time, we ain't know nothing about no Dave Mays like that, right? We knew about Benzino owning it, even though him and Dave Mays own it, which is a Caucasian, right? And shout out to him. He definitely came on to the show and gave us a great interview and answered any question that we have. So salute him for doing that. But we thought it was Benzino who owned the Source. So we was like, all right, black owned at the time. So we thought it was at least something that was for us. And I do think Dave Mays, you know, has an appreciation for the culture, right? I definitely does. I definitely do, excuse me. And I think he did the best that he could to show that through the Source magazine. However, um, I just wish that it was something that would have lasted. But I understand how things. Cause we interviewed him, we asked him about this, how the magazine game kind of changed and it went digital, and some companies were not able to make that smooth transition to the digital. When people stop paying for magazine ads and things like that, people didn't jump. Even though the Source is still around today, but I mean they pale in comparison to what they were before. I mean, I was like the biggest name in hip hop at one point. Now it's just a website that's an afterthought. Like, does anybody check with the Source anymore? You know? But they sold it. They sold, broke even, and moved on with their career. Shout out to them. But that was the closest thing I think that we had. BET was that, but that was sold off. So we don't have anything right now that we can call our own. And I think it needs to be a progressive push towards that in the near future.